welcome to the podcast. Might be a little odd to you, in case you're wondering why I am your host today. Eva has installed me and wanted me to take a seat for just this one day. So it's time to get some deeper insights from our expert guest for today's episode. Eva, the alleged best Becca.
Alright everyone, I know you were expecting a really good finale, but I'm sorry to disappoint you. It's me.
And now you're here, trapped with a psycho like me.
What's going on, everyone?
I'm sure they wanna skip right away to hear your answers in the very ending. Alright, I have some questions here, let me put them off. Okay, it's definitely not a big secret, but would you tell our audience who is your main survivor and why?
Okay, my main survivor is Becca because I like damage characters. I understand that she's considered low tier in the meta of Trap Alex, Gun Nikolai, and Terminal Spencer, but
Yeah.
I don't know, I like glass cannon characters that are weak but strong. I play, like in Street Fighter, I play Cammy, who is also a glass cannon character. I never picked Becca because of how she looks. I just like the style of damage, doing lots of damage for the team and stuff. And my main mastermind is Alex. I like playing Infection Alex. I started off with the Rat Labs build to start off with that and get better before using my own builds to play Infection Alex. And yeah, that's my main survivor, my main mastermind.
Okay, interesting indeed. I remember I've tried the better Resident Evil Resistance. What about you?
Once RE3 dropped, I played it. I got the platinum. I didn't like the beta of Resistance, so I didn't think I was gonna hop on that. But after I got the platinum, I decided to play on it, and I noticed there was a character that wasn't on the beta, and that was Becca. And I'm like, So I picked her and I started messing around with her, and I decided to only stick with her only, and I just kept it up, kept going. Less than a year later, I was 999 with Becca. And yes, I did try the beta. I didn't like it. Mr. X kept kicking all our asses. Nobody knew what was going on. I didn't like the timer. I didn't like the janky controls. I don't know. It wasn't for me, but I'm so happy that I came back and definitely invested time in it because I love this game and I'm glad I came back to it.
Alright, in your opinion, Eva, which kind of playable chars makes a good match? For instance, the beta team, which I am a big fan of myself.
The best squad of characters, I think, is the beta team also. But they are not my favorite. My favorite, everybody knows, is the girl squad, which is fucking dangerous to have because the meta will tear them guys up. But they do well against most of the builds, just not all of them. Whereas the beta team is ready for all the builds. The alpha team is ready for all the builds. Those two are like the two strongest squads, but they're not my favorite. My favorite is the girl squad.
Fun to play as, for sure. So, is there or was there anyone you could name us that inspired you to get better at the game? Eva?
JMG inspired me to get better with Becca. He was a 99 before me, and he told me that Becca's job was to eliminate and kill all bioweapons, especially Nikolai's nemesis, because Nikolai was broken and 2 mod gears was busted, and he hated Nikolai. A lot of Beccas hate Nikolai, but yeah, JMG inspired me to get better, to maybe pick up the shotgun more instead of the LE5 and quick draw. Yeah, he inspired me. Shout out to my old team, Roxy, Violet, and Skippy. I'll always be here for you guys, and I appreciate everything. And you guys all help me get better and improve and become the player that I am. Thank you.
Then would you consider yourself as a casual player or a competitive one?
I play Survivor competitively, always, completely. But I play Mastermind casually. And I'm sure you guys know because most of you have already clapped my Masterminds. Like Koji, for example, has clapped all my Masterminds. I'm not that great. I try and play meta builds. Terminal Spencer, Infection Alex. Those are like my favorites. I play only meta, and I'm a competitive player. But for Mastermind, I consider myself casual and not so great. Though I am, I guess, I'm alright. I'm decent. I'm a decent Mastermind, I guess. Just I'm not beating any top SWATs. But yeah.
Oh, wait. We've been hearing a lot of crying over the years about masterminds being too broken. Or vice versa, that survivors are overpowered. I think this is a really good question. What do you think about this, Eva?
I guess it is a bit survivor-sided because of all the stuff that survivors can do with their equipment and mix stuff around, little exploits and stuff, but there are times when it's mastermind-sided, like Bemusement is OP. Trap Alex is the second hardest build to beat on Bemusement. Gun Nikolai is the hardest build to beat on Bemusement. Terminal Spencer on Bemusement can ruin your fucking day. I know I've ruined a couple days beating a couple teams with Terminal Spencer Bemusement. It's pretty OP. But I would have to say the game is, I guess, survivor-sided. You're not always going to find a top Nikolai and a top Trap Alex. So, yeah, the game, I guess, is survivor-sided.
Yeah, I think we can both agree on that. So, Eva, do you have a memorable thing that happened in this game? Anything that you could share with us?
My best memory of this game is probably hitting 999 with Becca and being able to do it with all the old players that I used to play with, like Cody and Bacon and Chris. And then beating Lin Kuei, his Nikolai with Girl Squad, which is considered fucking absurd to even try to do, but we did it. Downtown in prison. And then when we beat Nick in quick match with me, Dark, Ren, and Kai, that was another one of my favorite memories. Fighting Ranger with Latios and Dom and Scooby, another one of my best memories of this game. Yeah, those are probably my best memories of this game.
Oh, that's another interesting one. What are your thoughts on the current state of the community, which I think is standing on its last legs?
Oh man, the community is toxic. It's so toxic. You get uploaded for winning, you get uploaded for losing, you get screenshotted for winning, you get screenshotted for losing. You get talked down on for winning, talked down on for losing. It's a really toxic community. There are some super cool people in the community, of course, but it is mostly negative and competitive and toxic, but we all love Resident Evil, we all love Resistance, and we all believe our friends and squads and teams are the best, and that's why we're still here playing it.
It is what it is. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, sir.
If, let's say, you had the authority and the influence while the game was in the development, what would you add or remove from the game?
How would I change the meta of this game? I would probably give survivors at least give them 30 equipment points, and then maybe give the masterminds another slot for their skills or whatever. Maybe give them some extra equipment points too. I always thought it'd be cool if, like, what if Spencer had the Gator, and then Nikolai had Reroute, and those two they had. I was thinking of how different the game would be, how broken Bemusement would be, and all that. Yeah, the only thing, I think the guns are alright, the creatures are alright. I guess I would just change more equipment points. give Mastermind and survivors more equipment points and see what the hell happens.
Oh, now we've reached the point to a question we should be cautious about. Most people just skip to this point right here, since they wanna hear of you answering this question, okay? Are you ready? Which player was or is the best with that particular survivor? Alright, we start with Valerie. Eva, your opinion?
Okay, the best Valerie. My opinion, the best Val is Dater Scorpion. And not just because he can shoot traps, but because he's ready for every build on every map. He's ready for the quick match. He's ready for the customs. He's good. He's one you can let lead the way against the trap Alex. And he's really good against Nikolai and stuff. I would definitely say best Valerie is Day. And then other great Valeries are Violet, Ren, Bacon, Rat Labs, Cody, X, Scooby. These are all great Valeries that are ready for quick match and customs.
Okay, let's see. Going to the next. Jan. Yeah. Who's the best Jan? Would you tell us?
Okay, now best Jans, I would say Dom, number one, and then Habiba and Ninja, and then Scooby, Dark, Skiffy is good. Your girl texting me is good. Commander Shadow, Bam is good. You can't underestimate Bam, and I see Masterminds lose for us underestimating Bam.
Indeed. Bam is pretty good. He beat me a couple of times.
Yep, those are my favorite top gen players.
So, what about Sam? And don't give me that.
Huh?
Oh, you just did it.
Always has a strategy, kills everything. He's the best Sam I've ever seen. Definitely, he's the best. And then I would say Cody is also insanely good. FrenchReaper, Dark, Fubu from PC is good. Snake Eater, and also Mouse Evil. He makes some mistakes, but he's a good set.
Alright. Then who will be nominated as the best Tyrone?
The best Tyrone, the first Tyrone to beat Lin Kuei's Nikolai of Amusement was Kai.
This is true.
In my opinion, Kai is the best Tyrone. He's ready for quick match and custom. And then I would say Jared, and then Roxy, Adrian, Pep, and shout out to an old friend I used to play with, Acost. He was also really good with Tyrone. And yeah, that's it for Tyrone.
Then what about Martini Linguini? Would you tell us?
Okay, best Martin, in my opinion, would be 9 Huskies, and then Gloomy Sunday, Jared, Adrian, Lizzie's good with Martin, and Wookie. Those are all good Martin players that I've saw in quick match. They're really fucking good in quick match for playing Martin, I'm telling you. Yep, those are my choices for Martin.
We're going to Becca. Who's the best?
In my opinion, I would say I'm the best Becca.
Oh.
And then JMG, and then Pain,
Oh.
and then Apex Exterminator, and then Cinder Ash, who is the first 999 Becca on PC. He's also the first 999 player. I remember he was like ranked 700 when I was like ranked 250. He would give me advice on builds and stuff. He was always cool. X is also a good Becca. Lizzie is a good Becca. Adrian. And True Evil is good with Becca against non-meta builds and stuff. He plays more casually and for fun. He'll equip whatever he wants to equip. He's more in it for fun and stuff, which is okay. Yeah, that's my opinion for best Becca.
Right. Last one is Jill. Who's the best Jill in your opinion?
Now, best Jill, I'm gonna have to say IDK62, and then Scooby, and Weston, in Sparring Pickle. Uzu is also really good with Jill. And Saddest Queen, the first 999 Jill on PSN, who inspired me actually to go for 999 because I saw that someone on PlayStation could do it too. He was always nice and supportive. So yeah, those are my favorite Jills.
Alright, I think we had it all now. So, wait, there is actually a new question. Let me see this. Coming to Season 2, in your opinion, which player was the best with that particular mastermind?
Okay, so the new question coming to Season 2. So best Spencer, I would say Sparring Pickle is the best Spencer, followed by Woolpress, and then there's no better terminal Spencer than Ranger. Ranger is definitely the best terminal Spencer. Those three are the best with Spencer as Mastermind, in my opinion.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And then best Alex is definitely Rat Labs.
You sure you don't say that just because I am here, holding a gun underneath the table?
I would love to see the PC team try and fight Rat Labs on Bemusement with Yellow Val. I don't see it happening. I don't care what they think. I can see them maybe making it to late Area 2, maybe the first core. I don't think they understand that even trying to beat him with Vaccine is rough. So, yeah. And then Dark is probably my favorite. Trap Alex. Right now, there was also James and Kingo. But as far as the Mastermind Alex, those are my favorite.
Again, I can only agree with you.
Best Daniel, I would say Jetfire, Rat Labs, and Rayburn. Those three Daniels they'll kill you in quick match, in customs. They can beat top SWATs with Daniel, which is insane. Best Annette. Ranger, I think, is the best buff Annette.
Oh god, thank you.
And then Dom.
Mm-hmm.
And then a Japanese player that goes by Osaru. He's really good with buff Annette. Yeah, that's about it for Annette, I think. And then finally, best Nikolai, I would say Lin Kuei, Dark, and Nervous Leaders were like the top Nikolais that I saw. Yeah, that's about it for Nikolai, in my opinion.
Alright, time to take off this silly voice that I did. Eva, do you have any final words? Anything you wanna say before we reach the end?
I would like to say thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you to Rat Labs for helping me out, and thank you for the intro, bro. I see you're going to be a future filmmaker. I already know that. And I know I always get questions in the comments asking about my build, my Becca build, so I'm going to just tell everybody now. It is Dog Tag, Long Barrel 2, Hollow Point 3, and FMJ 2 with Deadshot and Conservation. Now, I would not recommend that build for quick match if you're going to play with a good team. Because of the meta of Trap Alex and Gun Nikolai and Terminal Spencer, you should probably have a first aid on your Becca. So I would take off Hollow Point 3 for a first aid spray. And then, yeah, she should have a first aid because you never know against Nikolai or Trap Alex when a teammate could go down. And the team winning is more important than you having that little bit of extra power. So yeah, I know a couple other players have a first aid on their Becca too. And tune in, everyone, for Season 2. Hopefully, maybe we'll see Bam, Koji, Woolpress, Bacon. Who knows who we'll see in Season 2. Hopefully, everybody will be down. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you again, Rat Labs. And that's it. See you in Season 2.